Hey everyone, Namaste. I hope you guys are doing fine. If not, you'll be okay. So, like few days ago, I told you guys on Instagram that something huge is coming, and this is it. So, this is something that I realized few days back. Okay, and I thought that it is life changing, at least for me. And I think all of you should know this. And I didn't want to keep it to myself because this can actually work miracles for quite a few of us. So let's start. I'll begin by telling you a story, okay? And I'll be showing you a picture right now. That just look at the picture first, and I'll tell you the story. Okay, so you just saw a picture. So now that picture does not really have much, okay? That picture consists of my nose and a softy ice cream, and my lips and my chin. Obviously my cheeks, but these are three main things that you can see. Now I'll tell you the story behind this picture. So I took this picture around somewhere in March. Okay, so just few moments before this picture was clicked, I was trying to take a selfie, but then I was not really happy with the kind of picture that I was getting. So I just gave up. Now one of my very close friend, he was right there, and he was like, "You want me to click it for you?" And I was like, "Sure." So I didn't know he was going to click that. It's actually a candle. So I was like, sure. And he clicked it. Now I just wanted to, have that softie because I was eating it after a long period of time. So that picture had my softie and my nose and everything, but that never mattered to me because I was mainly focused on the softie. Now I never really noticed something in that picture. Few days back, what happened was, okay, fast forward to this month. Few days back, someone asked me to, send them a picture. It's actually a club yarathon. So yarathon, they were doing this challenge kind of thing. So they asked me to send a picture of something that makes me very happy. Now I love chocolate softie. Okay, so I was searching for a picture and I found this, and I loved this picture because in that picture, even though it only has my nose, my chin, and my lips, it is very cute. Now the point is here is the thing. The friend who clicked this picture, he always said that I look very cute. Okay? But I never believed it. Now after looking at that picture, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. I really do look cute in this. So a second after this, a huge realization hit me. I actually am cute and pretty. The only thing is that the way I look at myself is different from the way everyone else looks at me who tells me that I am attractive. Now, here I'm not talking about literature or, anything that is poetic or something. I mean, literally the way you look at us, each other, or yourself. I'm talking about the angles that we look at each other from. See, now look at it like this. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you are facing yourself like, this is you, this is your mirror. This is how you're facing each other. But when a person who's taller than you looks at you, they're looking at you from this angle. Right? It's like this. What does it mean? Is that they are looking at you from an angle, their eyes are perceiving you from a completely different way, in a way that you don't think you look, like you can look. So when that person sees you and when they say that you look pretty, it actually does make sense because you are looking pretty. You just can't see yourself from that angle. So everyone who has ever told you that you look attractive, cute, pretty, they were probably not lying to you. You were looking cute, attractive, pretty. It's just that you are not able to see yourself from the place that they are looking at you from. The quotes like beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. It's literally in the eyes of beholder. It is how we look at ourselves. Okay, think of days when you're looking good and you feel like, I'm looking so pretty. Those days you're probably looking at yourself from a different, probably in a different mirror, or maybe there's something different about your hair, or maybe something different about your body or your face or something which is not usual, and that day you go like, oh, I look pretty. You look the same every day, but that day maybe you're just looking at yourself from a different angle, like geometrically a different angle, not poetically. So every person that looks at you and compliments you, they are not lying. They can see you from a place where you're not able to see yourself from. Think about it. Just think about it for a second. This literally makes so much sense to me. So there's the whole concept of being unattractive or not looking good enough. It is, see, it is actually very vague and also unrealistic at the same time, and mainly it's illogical. When we all look at each other, okay, think of, okay, look at this thing. You are talking to someone, okay, suppose you and your friend, you guys are having this discussion over someone about how they look. Your friend says not so great, and you are like, dude, this is gorgeous. Why do you think there is a difference of opinion here? Because the way that your friend looked at that person is not the same as you. Of course, all of us have different, criteria and parameters for beauty and attractiveness. That is secondary. Okay? The very first step of perceiving something, the way your sensory motors, grab it or grasp, I don't know, I forgot the word, but the way your senses are actually taking it in is the primary stage. It is what determines how you look. The same thing can look different from different angles. The whole concept of right profile, left profile, this has always been in front of our eyes all this time, and maybe we just never realized. In my case, it has actually helped me on another level to accept who I am. I thought like more than 150 times about recording a video without wearing a cloth that has sleeves. I'm not even exaggerating. There was a thought in my mind that said, what if this is a crime and I don't know about it? This is how bad anxiety and overthinking looks. Okay, we literally think of the worst, most irrational things that are humanly possible. So when you have these issues, when you have your insecurities, it overshadows the logic that lies underneath everything. It overpowers your positive side. Not just about how you look, like not just your face. Now think of the what I explained about the angle and the geometry and everything, the perceiving point is. Think about it on all the different dimensions or all the different aspects of beauty. I'll talk about like I just said about body hair. Now another thing, stretch marks. Okay, I'll talk about my story. So 2 years back, 2018, 17, 18. So I didn't know what stretch marks are. Okay, I had no idea what stretch marks. So I was with my friends. We went on a trip. Okay, and we were talking about body and clothes that we can wear and the different insecurities that all of us have, or at least had back then. So we started talking about stretch marks. Now I just knew that there are these scars kind of thing on people's body, like mainly the body below your belt. So I knew about that. So I knew that, okay. But I didn't know they are called stretch marks. I didn't know people have insecurities because of them. So I go like, these things look so attractive. And my friends, they were shook because they were like, dude, are you serious? But this is a fact. I actually find stretch marks attractive. I like my stretch marks. And I like other stretch marks too. I mean, no, not an offensive, okay? I'm just saying that I find stretch marks attractive. Now, what I'm trying to say is the way we look at people. Why do we have insecurities? Because we feel like if someone sees us like this, they're gonna think that it's not a good thing. Or they're gonna, call us ugly, or they're not gonna find us attractive. Who are they? Again, we end up on the same question. Who are they? The one that I talked about, I think, few videos back. Like two groups of people that exist. Ones you know and ones you don't know. Even if even, okay, let's just consider that, okay, it makes sense that you're worried or you're scared about your insecurities and people, as in the strangers out on the internet, or maybe strangers that you're going to meet in your life. There are people who actually find these things attractive. There are people who actually do not have an issue with these things. Even acne and pimples, my friends, when I used to tell them that I don't think it's a big deal, I don't think you should feel bad about it, This was in high school, okay. So yeah, and they used to be like, dude, you have a very clear skin, so you don't know how it feels. I accepted it. I understand where that came from. But even after 3 years after passing out from my high school, I still think that my pimples or my acne, I get pimples now, by the way. To everyone who told me that I have a clear skin and I don't know how it feels, I do get pimples. But that is not the point. The point is, I don't know who is going to find those pimples unattractive, but at the same time, there is an equal possibility that there are people who are going to find those pimples attractive. And this is still, I'm still talking on terms of how others are going to look at you, how you are scared of others perceiving you or others defining you or determining your worth. Self acceptance, self love is something that's going to take a lot of time for me to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it on this video, in this video. So, to summarize all of these things, point number one, the way you look at yourself is not how others look at you. So, you calling yourself ugly with the thought that someone else is going to find you ugly, it does not make sense, because no one, okay, literally no one is going to look at you the way you look at yourself. We all look at each other from various, multiple angles. All of us have different definitions of beauty. There are people, secondly, there are people who find extremely weird things attractive. But we do find those things attractive. I have a friend who has like a lot of scars because of, past he used to fall a lot because he was too much into jumping from here and there, all of those things. I actually find even that attractive. And the first time I told him that, he was like, "Are you for real?" But yes. And it's not just me. I have a group of friends who share similar thoughts, or we find similar things attractive. So, third point, the chances that people finding those things unattractive are equivalent to people finding those things attractive. Maybe you just not have met those people yet. And the fourth one, the most important one, you do not have to, accept yourself only if the society accepts you. The society consists of a lot of different types of people. Unfortunately, maybe you have not met the good ones, but that does not mean we don't exist. I'm sorry you have only met the people who have criticized you or made you feel bad about the way you look. But there are people who don't share the same point of views. So this was it. This is kind of life-changing for me, the fact that I understood that people do not look at me the way I look at myself, quite literally. So every time I'm going to look at myself and think that I'm not looking good, I'm going to think of everyone who said I'm looking good, because from the way they look at me, I am looking good. Yes, so that's it for today. And I'll be back soon. I'll try my best to be back as soon as possible. As I told you, we have few more videos due. So until then, stay strong, people. Take care. Bye bye.